Welcome everybody. I decided to do a second yoga video since our last one had a little bit of talking up front, and then our time got cut short a little bit. So what I decided to do was put this together so that we just go right into it. So get comfortable, make sure we're in a good headspace, and let's get started. All right. Shut off that phone. Make sure we're not going to be bothered by anybody, right? All right, let's start off with a couple of deep breaths in through our nose, out through your mouth. Relax, nice tall posture. Shoulders are back and down. Breathe in. Slowly exhale. In through your nose, out through your mouth. One more time with breaths. In through our nose. We're going to be doing this the whole time. And then out through your mouth. Good breath. All right, a couple sun salutations. Start with your hands gently together. And we're going to reach up, gently pressure together. And stretch out that spine, that torso. And then separate them, come to the side, back and down, cactus arms. And relax, shake them out. Good. Breathe. Again, start in the middle, hands together, slowly up. Inhale. And exhale on the cactus arms, out wide to the side, shoulders back and down. Well done, shake them out, good. All right, inhale as we get our hands together. Breathe in. Reach, hold it. And exhale. Well done, excellent. All right, we're going to stretch our neck. Reach over with your left hand to your opposite ear. Gently bring that down to the side. Relax your right arm. And breathe. Hold this position. Keep breathing through that. Feel that stress. Release. Feel that tension. No pain, just tension. Relax, release. Come up slowly. Well done. Shake out your shoulders. Switch sides, other arm, up and over. Opposite ear. Gently bring that down so you feel the stretch. Hold it and breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And relax, release. Shake them out. Good. We'll do some shoulder rolls. Up and back. Up towards your ears and back and down. Up, back, and down. Excellent. Well done. Next, we're going to take your right hand. Right hand will go back behind you. You're going to grab your left wrist. Looks like this. You're going to pull down. All right, you're pulling down on that left wrist. And then you're going to turn and look away over your right shoulder. So right hand is on your left wrist, pulling down, and you're twisting, looking over your right shoulder. Hold that position. Breathe. One more breath. Relax, release, shake them out. All right, other side. Left hand to right wrist. Pull down that right arm. Twist and turn your head over your left shoulder. Breathe. Good dynamic stretching here. We're actively stretching and holding that position. Trying to get the most bang for the buck here. And relax, release. Well done. Shake it out, shake it out. Just a couple more shoulder rolls, up and back. Good. Okay, next we're going to do neck rolls. What we're only going to do is keep it low, side to side. So we're going to be looking down to the ground, and then we're just going to rotate, looking side to side while we look down at the ground. And we're gently going to increase that range of motion to where we come up and look to the side and look down to the floor and then up to the side. Keep your posture here, nice and tall, tummy tight, shoulders back and down. Just work on that range of motion. Feel your body get centered, Stay balanced. Breathe. Roll and controlled in through your nose, out through your mouth. And relax. Well done. Come back to neutral. Okay. What we're going to look to do here is a shoulder stretch. This one can sometimes cause cramping. So if you need to modify this, just don't have your arms go as high or as low as need be. Okay. I'll describe it as we go. What you're going to do is take your left hand up and over like you're going to itch your neck, right? You're trying to get your elbow to point to the ceiling, but muscles through here can be pretty tight. Your latissimus dorsi, your triceps, okay? So that's the goal. The other hand is going to come behind, and it's like you're itching your back with your thumb, and you're going to try to bring those hands together as best you can, all right? And we're going to hold that position. Again, if you get a cramp, just release them if need be. Hold and breathe through this. This can be a challenge, but it's a great thing to do. Good shoulder mobility, and while we're actively trying to breathe. One more breath through. And relaxing down. Whew, shake them out. All right, I'm going to switch sides. Other arm up and over like you're itching your neck. The other hand comes behind and around, and we're trying to bring them together as best you can. All right, if you can grab them and hold them, go for it. If you can't come close, you can also hold like a towel, and the towel can be in both hands, and you can kind of pull down or pull up as needed with a towel. Breathe through this. And relax and down. Well done. Good shoulder stretch there. Next thing we're going to do is stretch our upper back. We're going to do this with a self-hug. What you do here is just cross over your arms. So I have my left hand on my right shoulder, and then my right hand is under my armpit. And I'm just hugging as best I can. I'm really trying to arch my upper back. I lean forward slightly and just give yourself a little self-hug there. You can rock a little bit back and forth if you want. That can feel nice. And breathe. Breathe through that. Focus on your breath. Stretch out and relax the muscles in your upper back from all that computer work, tension, stress. And relax, release, shake them out. Well done. Switch arm position. Other arm under the shoulder, other one underneath the armpit. Same thing. We can do a little gentle rocking back and forth as we hold that position and we breathe through that. Breathe. And relax. Well done. We'll come back to a standing position. Okay. Check my notes here for a second. All right, we're going to transition to our wrists. We can do a lot of pressure on our wrists while we're typing on those weird, hard computer edges. And so what we're going to do here is try to prevent carpal tunnel syndrome by keeping our wrists mobile, flexible. And we're going to start with the left hand, just like your weight staff serving a tray. You're going to hold that in close to your body. We're going to push down on our fingers to stretch in this position. And then we're going to extend out and hold. That should feel pretty good through your wrist into your forearm and maybe even up to your elbow. And hold that position. Breathe. And relax, release. I'm taping a video for our NILS participants. All right, we're going to do the top of the wrist now. So in this position, pushing down, and then extend your arm out forward and hold. Boy, I feel this one. This is tough on my wrist. Breathe. And relax, release. Well done. Shake it out. We'll switch hands. Other side. Start with that platter. Push down on the wrist. And then slowly extend out. All right. So we should feel that in the back portion of our wrist and through our forearm up towards our elbow, maybe even into our bicep. Breathe. Focus on that breath. Relax. Your focus right now is my voice, your body's feeling a stretch, and your breath. Those three things are all your worrying about right now. Relax, release. All right, let's go to the other position. We're here. I'm going to push down the top. It can typically barely move anything, but you need a little bit of pressure there to get that stretch and extend the arm out straight. So we're looking like that. I feel that on both. Pretty good stretch, pretty good feeling. Breathe through this. In through that nose. And exhale out the mouth. Relax, release. Well done. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we'll do a forward fold from a sun salutation. I'm going to show you from the side here. So we'll start with our hands together. Remember, we'll reach up, stretch, inhale. And then we dive forward, exhale. Drive your hips back and try to reach down towards the ground with your hands. Feel that stretch through your hamstrings, back your thighs, calves. And then slowly come back up. Think of stacking your spine on top of each other. Well done. Good. We'll do that again. Hands together at the center. And up. Inhale. Breathe in. And then slowly dive forward. Drive your hips back. Try to keep your legs straight as best you can. Feel that stretch. If you're reaching towards your shins, your ankles, your toes, towards the ground, whatever works for you. And relax. Stack them up. Coming back to a center position. We're going to do that one more time. Center with our hands. Reach up and stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. And fold forward. Dive down. Reach. Try to get a little further this time if you can. Challenge yourself. Push through. And let's stack it up. Back up to neutral. Well done. Ooh, feeling good already. All right, let's do next. We're gonna go to a squat position. We're gonna go down, like we're gonna pick something off the ground, really low on the ground. And you're gonna be probably on your toes through part of this, and then you're gonna go to flat-footed. All right, I'll do this closer or further back. Okay, so this is what we're going to. We're gonna be bending down here. So I can put my fingertips on the ground, okay? And then I'm on my toes a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my hips up and push my weight into my heels as best I can while I keep my fingertips on the ground. You may not be able to straighten your legs out. It may end up being that they stay slightly bent, which is fine. And then you come back down. We're going to do 3 more, okay? Ready? Hips up. Push them up, 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 and back. Breathe. Feel that real strong stretch into your hamstrings and take all that pressure off the low back. And relaxing down. Bend your knees, come forward. We're on our toes a little bit, supported by our hands and our fingertips. Second one, up. And hold. Push through that as best you can. Breathe. We're not holding our breath. Work with your breath. And relaxing down. One more. Ready, and up. Try to straighten those legs as best you can. Keep the fingertips on the ground. Oh, feeling awesome. And come back up. Whew, love it. Great. Hamstrings get tight almost all the time. And we're seated so much, and they're shortening. And so it's so important that we do that stretch. It really helps to take pressure off your low back when you help to stretch your hamstrings. All right, next up, we're going to go to a warrior pose. This is from yoga position. So we have 1 foot forward. I'm going to have my left foot forward. I'll bring this down so you can see a little bit easier here. All right, left foot forward and right foot is perpendicular. I'm about 3 feet apart here. It's comfortable. Then I have my left hand out pointing towards you, and then my right hand is back, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift my weight back. I'm gonna shift my weight back towards just a slight movement, and then I'm gonna reach down towards my front leg. I'm gonna get a pretty intense stretch on my groin and my hamstring here just with both hands. If you feel that's enough, then just hold it right there. If you can go a little lower, go for it. If you're advanced and you know this move to triangle, go ahead and reach down and rotate up. But this is pretty advanced. It's a challenge to do this position. So just modify what you can do, what you feel comfortable with. And I'm going to hold that position. Again, trying to drive your hips back, and relax, release. Come back up, and back to our warrior, and relax, hands back down. Good. Switch legs. Let's have the other leg come forward, and the back leg here. All right, so I have my right leg pointed towards you, and my back foot's perpendicular. My right arm's out, pointed to the camera, opposite arm there. Okay, and so I'm going to take both and reach forward. This is the modified position. You can just start here. This usually works pretty well for most. If you want to make it more challenging, just reach lower with both hands. And if you want to take it to the more advanced position, right hand down towards your ankle, left hand rotates up towards the sky. That's a pretty intense stretch on the back of your thigh into your hamstrings, groin. And we're working balance here as well. There's a lot happening. And relax, release, come on back up. Well done. All right. We're going to go down to a half kneel position, half kneeling. I'm going to put my left knee down and my right knee up. All right, what I want to do here is, since my left knee is down, I'm going to put my left arm up and really stretch up high to the sky. And then I'm going to gently push my hips forward, and I should feel a stretch in my pocket right here. You can squeeze your buttocks together too, like try to squeeze a nickel back there. I was thinking that, try to make 5 pennies out of a nickel. You're really squeezing those glutes to get that stretch in this hip flexor. And you can slightly lean across as well. Ooh, I feel that. It's wonderful. Breathe. And good. Relax. Awesome. Switch legs. Right knee down, left knee up. Nice, good tall posture. We're going to reach up with my right arm is up, my right knee is down. All right, and then I'm gently going to shift my hips forward. Squeeze your glutes together, squeeze your buttocks, and then you can gently lean to the side to what you can tolerate. You should feel that stretch in the front pocket. It's your iliopsoas muscle, your hip flexor, tensor fasciae lata muscle, and top of the quads, sartorius. They are tight. We're seated so much, and those muscles stay in a flexed position. And relax. Well done. All right. Next, we're going to go to a deep lunge, what they call a Spiderman position. I'll start back here a little bit. So we're kind of on our knees right now. What you'll do is you're going to go out to your hands and knees. All right, in this position, hands and knees, and you're going to try to bring your right foot up towards your right hand. This can be a challenge, right? It can be difficult, but you can keep your left knee on the ground. So right foot is by my right hand, left knee is back and down, and we're just going to hang out in this position here, okay? This can be enough of a stretch for many people, so just try to hang out and hold here. If you want, you can kind of shift and find what's tight just by moving your hips back and forth or moving your torso a little bit. A little more advanced, you could pick up your right arm and try to drop your elbow down. That's pretty intense. That's a little more advanced. And a little more advanced too is picking your back knee up off the ground as well. That puts a little more stress there too. So if you're just starting out with this, keep your knee on the ground and your hands on the ground and just kind of wiggle, move back and forth. Find that what's tight. Okay. All right, from that position, what we're going to do is you're going to bring your hand over. So now you're on both sides of that foot with your hand. And then you're going to try to lift up your hips and straighten out the front leg as best you can. I'll show you from the side what that looks like. Okay, so I was here, and now I went to both hands across on the other side of my foot on both sides. And then I lift my hip up and back, and I try to straighten out that front leg. If you can bring up that front toe, go for it. Really feel a good stretch in that hamstring and the back leg calf. And relaxing down. Good. All right, back to kneeling position. We're going to switch legs. We're going to go the other leg out front. Okay. Bring your hands inside the arch, right? And then just kind of hang it out here. You can find what's tight, work through it. If you want more advanced, you can drop your elbow in. Even more advanced, you pick your back knee up off the ground and try to hold that position if you want. We're just kind of hanging out in this position, getting our hips to open up. Excellent. Good. All right. Now from that position, remember, you're going to go to the hamstring spot. So bring one hand on the other side. So you have your left hand and your right hand on either side of your foot. And we're going to straighten out that front leg while we lift our hips up into the air. Try to get your toe up, hips are up and back. Get that killer posterior chain stretch all the back side there, hamstring, calf, soleus, all the way through. Awesome. Well done. Looking good, feeling good. All right. Next, we're going to go to a lying quad stretch. This one will have you lying on your side, and we're going to stretch the top leg. Okay, so I'm lying down on my side. I like to do this with my arm out in front of me. All right. So I'm lying on my right side with my right arm here. You can even support your head if you want. I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to reach towards the top of my shin. I'm sorry, the top of my ankle on my shin. And then I'm going to try to gently pull that back. It helps here if you can get your leg down lower, but sometimes that can be a challenge if you're stuck here. And just try to bring that back as best you can. This is in a nice relaxed position, and generally we're pretty tight here. So we're trying to use our upper body strength to pull our lower leg back while we stretch the top of our thigh. You should feel that stretch above your knee in your quads. Relax, release, switch sides. We'll roll over. And same thing now, right hand to the right ankle and pull that back. Again, trying to focus on getting that stretch in the top of the knee, top of the thigh, your quadricep muscles. These will be very tight too. And relax, release. Generally, we hold these about 15 to 20 seconds is what we're looking at there. I kind of have an internal clock about that. So if you ever do this on your own and thinking how long you should hold it, that's generally what I'm looking at. Okay, hands and knees. We're going to stay here. We're going to do some stretches and mobilization for your spine. We're going to work with angry cat position. Arch your back up nice and tall. Spread out those shoulder blades. Tuck your tail in. And then stick your hips out and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Work on mobilizing your spine. Do that for about 5 times and hold each one for maybe a second or 2. Squeeze shoulder blades together, stick hips out, and then tuck your tail in and spread your shoulder blades apart. This can be really challenging sometimes if we haven't done this, and just to get those muscles to do what they're supposed to do and mobilize your rotator cuff muscles in your shoulders, and to be able to get our hips to be mobile as well. We're really working on our thoracic spine, the spine that's in our mid-back. It should be mobile to be able to have this flexibility, mobility to be able to go up and down like that. Good, work on it. If that one's a little tight or it felt awkward, take your time with it, go slow, practice that. I think that's really important thing to have that mobility for health. It takes pressure off your shoulders, your neck. If you're having tension headaches, if you're carrying tension there, a lot of that can come from your thoracic spine or tight shoulders. Work on that mobility. That can be a really powerful thing. Okay, next we're going to work on rotation from our hands and knees. All right, we did mobility forward and back, anterior, posterior. Now we're going to do one with rotation. So we're going to start in our hands and knees. I'm going to take my right arm and I'm going to rotate through my armpit and reach as far as I can, and then rotate up and look up towards the ceiling with my arm, and then go through again. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Rotate up, and again, under, and then all the way up. Good, you can make that more advanced by getting a little bit lower with the arm. I'll demonstrate here. So switch arms, other one goes through, a little more advanced as you lie lower to the ground. You can actually even lie on it if you wanted to as you reach through. And then rotate up towards the ceiling. This can be a challenge. You can sometimes put your hand behind your head too. That's even tougher for some people. Rotate under and open up. One more time, under and open up. Well done. All right. From here, We're going to go to baby cobra or seal position. This is great for your back. What you'll do here is lie on your belly and then keep your upper body off the ground, okay? So I'm just using my forearms to brace me, and I'm just holding that position. Just hang out here, right? If you want, you can lift your neck up. You can twist and look over your shoulder or twist over there. Just being in this position, trying to move and mobilize can be beneficial. You can make it more challenging by trying to push yourself up to like a push-up position, but your legs are flat behind you. I'll go to the side and demonstrate what that looks like. So it'd be like this position, trying to go here, and I like to rotate from here as well. Great thing to do, mobilize, working the spine and anterior core stretch throughout those muscles. Excellent. All right, now to child's pose, back to hands and knees. This, if anything, is a wonderfully relaxing position for your spine. So starting up, drive your hips back and down, and your hips are sitting back towards your feet while you reach out in front with your hands. Get your arms nice and straight. Think of pushing your armpits towards the floor, and you can rest your head down on the ground if you'd like. This position is a great thing to take pressure off your spine, stretches out the muscles, the big muscles in your mid to low back, mid back, upper back. All right, what you can do here too is walk your upper body to the left side. If I was on a clock, I'd be walking to 10 o'clock, and I'm feeling a stretch under my right armpit and hold. Breathe. Let's switch sides. Walk over to the right side, 2 o'clock, and stretch and hold. You're going to feel the stretch underneath your left armpit and breathe. Well done. Relax. Come on up. All right, we'll end with a couple hamstring stretches, and then we'll do some deep breathing here. All right, we're going to go to a seated position. This can be even challenging here. If this is tough, you could just do it with one leg bent. Sometimes it's a little more comfortable for people, or even bent to the side. We're going to try to stretch with both legs out in front of you. So you're trying to keep your legs as straight as you can, toes pointed up, and then reach forward. Try to bring your body, your chest towards your knees. Okay, what you're trying to do here, I don't really care about you touching your toes or anything. I'm more concerned with keep your posture nice and tall and reach your chest down towards your legs. Get that stretch in your hamstrings and breathe through that. Breathe. Relax, release. I'm going to do a single leg now. So bend your heel in towards your thigh. All right, so it's bent out like this. And then reach both hands towards your straight leg, foot, and breathe. So you can get as low as you can go. If your chest towards your leg, reach your hands down. Breathe. Switch other leg. Again, you can hold these for about 15 to 20 seconds. Just in the interest of time, I'm going to hold these probably about 10 or so. Breathe. Oh, feels great. Awesome. All right, V stretch now. Legs are out wide. All right, what you're looking to do here is just reach as far forward as you can go. You're going to feel that stretch in your groin, hamstrings. If you get a cramp, just relax and come on up. I like this too. If you have someone that could gently push you in your upper back to go a little bit lower than what you can handle, that can help, even give you a half inch more, can be real helpful, but they need to be gentle with you for sure. I always think that, partners doing this, one person stretches and they switch positions so that, payback's a bitch. You got to make sure you're doing it right. All right, relax, release. All right, the way I want to end here right now is good relaxation. That was some pretty intense stretching. It might have raised your heart rate up a little bit. You might have got a little sweat going. And that's good. That's what we want there, is that stretch to be working not only for your mobility and flexibility, but your general overall well-being. Like, that's a great thing to happen. So let's do what they call corpse position. Just lie down on your back, okay? And what we're going to focus on here is completely just getting in touch with our breath, all right? So You're lying down on your back and you're focusing on your breath. Palms up to the ceiling, the sky. Close your eyes and breath into your nose, out through your mouth, slow and controlled. Let's control that breath. Let's get that heart rate down now. Into your nose, out through your mouth. 2 more. Into your nose. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. All right, and just feel this. Get in touch with your body. Think of how relaxed, how in touch you are with how you're feeling. You know, have that sense of relaxation, tension release, stress relief. Do this every day. Take 20 minutes, and that can really make a difference in your life. All right. Well done, everybody. Coach Vig, Noel Vigu. Have anything, questions and whatnot, feel free to email me. I hope this was beneficial, and thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.